Hello everybody, it's your old pal Gutshot Clown, the original gangster gamer, child of the 80s, continuing our playthrough of Star Trek 25th Anniversary Edition by Interplay. This was a point-and-click adventure put out in 1991. I've already played through the first 3 missions, and I'm about to start up the 4th mission here. So, without further ado, here we go. If I think I recall, basically, we had just warped in and were attacked by 2 Elasi pirates, basically. So, here we go. Oh.
Captain's log.
Oh. So I have to go to the... Let's see here. Hang on a second. What's going on here? Harlequin sector. Alright, so get my handy map out. Harlequin sector. Alright, 4. Which would be this puppy right. Sugar beets. I screwed that up.
We're off course, Captain.
There are Elasi ships.
If you screw up, you get basically ambushed.
This is a mess now.
Damage control.
Message from the...
On screen.
It shouldn't have come.
Just load that again. Right. Okay, Nav. Alright. So, number 4. So just right here. There we go.
We have arrived at Harlequin. 2 Elasi ships approaching Fat, Captain. I'm also picking up an ion trail from a small ship, probably a scout. It left the sector just as we arrived. It appears likely that we interrupted the pirate attack on the scout.
Message from the Elasi captain, sir.
We'll show you what happens to those who come between us and our prey. Prepare to die!
Alright.
Arming weapons.
Fair
Raising
enough.
shields.
Alright, let's get around this guy here. Where are you? Okay, come on, come on, come on. In front of me. Where are you? Very important to manage your speed when you're doing spaceship battles. Because you don't want the ships turn on you or get behind you. This is my speed about 7. That's usually about good. Really hit me hard. There we go. Hey, Salty! Thanks for the subscription, man. Much appreciated. Just trying to play a little bit of Star Trek 25th Anniversary Edition here. Mission 4. Come on! Just slow down, they're gonna kill me. Hope you're having a good Monday there, Shug. I've got today off again, so that's why I got a nice stream going on here. I tell you, when this game came out in 91, it was cutting edge. Oh, come on. It was cutting edge when it came out. Like I said, it did so well. At least Anniversary Edition, where the voice actors read their own lines, which made even that more special. And it was very good too. But what would you expect anything from Interplay? The guys that did like the first 2 Fallouts and Diablo. I'm letting them turn on me too much, actually. That's the problem here. The Enterprise will take a few hits. Ah. Well, they shouldn't have taken that many hits on me. Hey, everybody's got to roll this. Thing just hammered here. Come on, Sky, do some repairs. Hey, Ricky, thanks for lurking. I'm like warp 9 here. I can barely catch these things. This is dead. Oh, that's a good sign. Alright, let's get the second ship. This one gets a little trickier here. I'm already behind the 8 ball with my damage controls. Don't know if we can go into a sustained fight with one of these guys. Everybody's having a good start to 2022. Oh, we haven't had snow in a while. But it is like minus 18 Fahrenheit here this morning, which was a little cold. It went up to about minus 10. I had to go out and get groceries. But we're also going into another lockdown on the 5th. So no restaurants, no movie theaters, no gyms. Kids are out of school for 2 weeks. Come on, you hold still. Hold still. 8 degrees Fahrenheit in Texas. Oh, man. I should complain because minus 18 is about seasonal for here. It's not bad. There we go. I got this guy now. February is when we get a really, really nasty weather, basically. We're talking minus 18, minus 20 Fahrenheit for about a week or two. But then it warms up really quick. The good news is when it hits like 10 Celsius, we're in shorts again. Yeah, we get ice storms too. It's kind of funny too. That's when we have our big winter festival called Winter Fluid in town. So we have ice sculptures and ice slides. It's also one of our coldest periods, actually, consistently. There's no auto aim here. The good news is we haven't had any really nasty storms I can remember I got up here this year. You usually get 1 or 2 really bad whiteouts. They can, you don't want to travel no matter how good you got, like winter tires and stuff like that. Of course, with most of the learning being online, there's no real snow days anymore. Come on, you go down, go down, go down. I'm pretty happy I got to see Spider-Man No Way Home, though, before they let the theaters down again. That was a pretty good film. I'll tell you, these battles are okay, but it takes forever to destroy a ship. You use little scout ships. Wouldn't be bad if I could actually turn into them and all that. Yep, just playing some Star Trek today, and I should be back to playing some retro on Thursday with the Harry Potter cosplay stream. Good friend Munchkunch cashed in on that one, so gotta honor that. I think it's pretty funny about this game is this is the only real kind of like combat aspect to it, is these ship fights. The rest of them are pretty much like problem solving. If you ever watched the old series, that's what it really involved. Oh, I am Ravenclaw. And of course, Serena is Slytherin, go figure. My middle one is Hufflepuff. And my eldest is Gryffindor. And my wife is Hufflepuff. So I'm the only Ravenclaw in the house. Go figure. I've got a real cool Ravenclaw mug, actually. How to drink out of. Yeah, I got 2 Hufflepuffs in the house. And they are Hufflepuffs. I was at Comic-Con a few years back. And one of the booths had kind of like a mixed up Harry Potter merchandise. So if you thought you belonged to both houses, she had like Huffle, Slytherin, and stuff like that you could buy. It was kind of really cool. You know, I'm the only Ravenclaw in the house. And the cool thing is that having so many houses in the, all 4 houses in the house, is that when I buy like Harry Potter stuff, you know, you get like a 4-pack of glasses and all that, or a 4-pack of socks. Well, I've got enough houses in the house that I can, you know, just kind of give them away. Oh no, it crashed.
The ion trail of the scout ship leads to the Harappan system, Captain.
Picking up the subspace signal, sir. It's very weak.
Patch it through, Lieutenant.
I was going to say.
Enterprise? Is that you, Kirk? Friend Kirk, I can't believe they sent you to rescue me.
That sounds like... No, please, say it isn't.
I have a visual signal now, sir.
You come to help me, Kirk. You come to help me.
Good old Harry
I
Mudd.
have had a terrible misunderstanding with the Alasi traders. Traders! They're out to kill me, Kirk.
Fancy that.
Now see here, Kirk. I sold my Mud's miracle digrammers in perfectly good faith. A little sideline work.
If you ever get a chance to go back and watch the old series,
Now they
Harry
won't
Mudd
leave me
appeared
alone.
in
No.
2 episodes
They're
as your
tracking me
typical
again.
space traveling
I
con
can't
man.
send coordinates.
And
You have to come protect
he was
me.
a hoot and a half.
I'm a registered ship
And
with the Federation.
I was a kick out of that, you know.
Mud
Hart and
out.
I'm
Fentcourt
afraid
Mudd.
his ship is registered, Captain, and regulations require we respond to his
He did make an
distress
appearance in Star Trek Discovery, and it wasn't actually kind of that great of an appearance, I thought. All right, let's go to Harappan. Where's that here? Harappan 5. Oh, it's the lady right next door. I think Rainn Wilson played him in Star Trek Discovery. The first season, it was okay, but like I said, it wasn't the Harry Mudd I knew. All right.
The Harappan system is binary, with a neutron pulsar in the vicinity causing difficulties with our sensor readings. I was able to trace Mudd's transmission to this derelict.
So, our friend Harry is on board, no doubt.
It is
Can
a
you
lot
tell
of
me
fun.
anything about the derelict vessel?
There are 6 major
If you like
subdivisions
puzzle-solving
within the
games
hull.
and click and
All
point,
systems
this
are
game
down.
is really good.
There is, however,
The
limited
other thing too about this
atmospheric
game is that a lot of
The
people, I'll keep saying it,
environment appears to be the
think
result
this
of a
is the
temporary
actual,
Sabership life
would consider
support
this
generator,
season
not
4 and 5 of the
exactly
old
a
series.
reliable model.
Because the missions are
You'll
written
be
so
needed
well,
by Mr. Mudd, sir.
they actually feel like Star Trek episodes.
You came. I'm touched.
Harry, I have to be touched in the head to have anything to do with you.
Good old
How's your
William
lovely
Shatner
wife,
cash a
Stella?
check.
That was a dirty trick, Kirk. However, you'll be glad to know I let bygones be bygones.
Like I
Get
said,
the
this
Enterprise
game
to
also
stand by. Send
respects
off any pilots. I'll just
respects
finish my
all the
salvage
old
operation
episodes.
and be out
So
of
in
there.
the last episode,
Computer
Harry got
records
stuck with
document
a
that you filed notice that
computer
there was no salvageable
Android
value
version of his
here,
wife.
and that the ship
Spoilers.
was a common passenger tug.
Did I say no value? Minimal, Captain. Minimal.
I'd have to go and
I
look
meant
to
nothing
see if they
promising.
got the actors who did the original roles.
We both know
I'm not sure if this is the
my
actual
judgment
guy who played
is
Harry
perfect.
Mudd if he passed away or not.
I would say your judgment is never perfect, Harry. Perhaps we should beam over and judge the situation for ourselves.
I think we should.
Ah, that isn't necessary, Kirk. I can
So you run into an episode
Harry, relax. We're
where
old
you
friends.
where
We'll
you
understand if things
encounter
aren't picked up and looking
Trelane
neat. Kirk out.
in this or the next one, And they got the original voice actor who played Trelane in the Squire of Gothos, which is another good episode you can watch. Like I said, there's a lot of good episodes in original Star Trek and Series 1 and 2 that you should actually go back and watch. I still pick up and watch at that time. My favorites, Amok Time, Balance of Terror, and Journey to Babel are all great episodes to watch. So let's just beam on over.
Captain, the shields are up.
Okay.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Can't forget about that. Alright. Beam on over.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the comm.
Let's see what we can find out here. Oh, there's Harry.
Welcome, Captain Kirk. So glad you're here. The Elazi have been terrible trouble to me.
Oh, I'm sure they have
Well,
been.
you're terrible trouble to me, Harry. Tell me what this is all about.
I happened upon this ship not long ago and dutifully registered as salvage, mind you.
Salvage. It's always salvage.
In the hold here, I discovered one of these devices in that box over there. When I tried one on a wall, it floated off the grease and dirt. Perfect for cleaning, near as I could see. I peddled a few of these Mud's Miracle Degrimers, and everything was going perfectly well.
Then something went wrong, right?
Actually, no, Doctor, not then. I'd started offering a few other little items I found. Mud's Limited Coffee Substitute. A great
Sounds
little
completely legit, if you
specialty
ask me.
item. Lenses to a firm packaging build-your-own telescope kits. The collection of novelty paints, things like that. All of a sudden, the Elazi pirates are asking for me in every quadrant.
Sounds like
wanting to know where I'm
Trouble
getting
with
my
Triples
goods.
episode as well.
I see, Harry. Well, we'll look around here while the Enterprise remains close by.
Look around all you like, Captain, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. I've registered this derelict as my salvage, and I don't want you running off with all my prizes.
Harry,
Of course.
as official representatives of the Federation and of Starfleet, we recognize your rights to legitimate salvage. Need I say more?
I understand perfectly, Captain. You carry on, Captain.
Hey, remember, boys and girls, in any kind of click-and-point adventure game, especially for the year 2000s, look around at everything and pick up everything. You know, like in Fallout. Why do I have 25 typewriters? Because I might need 25 typewriters. So let's see what we got here. Let's take a peek around here. Put on my little icon. What's this, Kirk?
There are shiny, multi-sided spherical objects in this box.
Okay. What's this?
Odd-looking contraptions small enough to hold in one hand.
Okay.
This lens, about the size of one's thumbnail, magnifies like a fine optical glass.
All right. Sounds like I can grab a few things here. So we'll grab one of these.
Done.
Thank you. We'll grab one of these.
Done.
And we'll grab one of these.
Done.
Odd looking contractions. Is there anything else I'm missing here? Harry, my crew. What's over here? This junk?
This container holds small mechanical components unfamiliar to you.
Can I touch any of them is the question.
You fail to obtain anything.
So, like I said, I'm playing this by memory. So I think if I go into my inventory and I put this with this.
These two things fit together like they were made for each other.
Okay, that's right. And then I think I take the little doohickey thing and I use it on Harry.
Well,
Ooh.
now I think we know why the Elazi pirates were so interested in
Wow.
finding out where Mudd was getting these.
I almost killed Harry Mudd. All right, let's keep exploring. And as usual, in every episode that Harry Mudd popped up in, there was always a scam or something going on. Okay, looks kind of alien. Look at anything here?
An elaborate piece of alien-looking machinery.
Oh, I can't do that.
These cylinders have fallen down from the rest.
Okay.
2 yellow triangular buttons. The room reminds you of the weapons room of some old-style
Oh.
warships from the early days of starfaring.
Okay. Let's just keep moving on for now. this looks like sick bay, I think. Let's see here.
Small containers of oddly colored liquids. This seems to be the main monitoring station for the beds. Above it is some sort of dispensary.
Alright, so can I use bones right now?
It would be interesting to analyze them back aboard the Enterprise, but these are probably vaccines, medicines, and research viruses.
Do they pose any threat to us, Doctor?
None seems likely to have any effect on human or Vulcan physiology. To be on the safe side, though, I wouldn't recommend taking a snootful from one of the capsules.
Like we said, kids, don't do drugs. So, can you look at... Maybe I'll look at that quick. Nope. Nope. Alright. Let's go this way. Oh! I know what this is. This is like, the bridge. Alright, let's take a look around here.
A control console from which operators run the ship.
Okay. What's that?
This appears to be some sort of engineering instrument.
Oh, well, in that case, like I said, pick up everything.
You fail to obtain anything.
See, somebody's gonna be really precise when you pick up stuff. Alright. What about this thing up here?
You see a plain gray screen.
Alright. So that's it for now. I think I remember... Oh, jeez. Here we go. Hey, buddy. What's going on?
Why, Captain!
Oh, God.
Jim, that doesn't look good at all. Harry, let me take a look at you and check whether that had some deleterious effect.
No, you're all space aliens. You're little gray men from inside the hollow earth. You want to experiment on my body parts. Stay away from me!
Deleterious effects. I guess I don't even need my tricorder to know that.
You'll mind control me, kidnap my children, dissect my dog.
If we can get him on one of the beds and get it active, I think he can be cured. Otherwise, he's likely to become increasingly violent.
Stay away from me!
Alright. I think when in doubt, I always go with the Spock. Hey, buddy. Don't worry, we're just gonna take a look at you here. Thud, of course. Vulcan neck pinch.
All yours now, Dr. McCoy.
Okay, so now we can get McCoy. And give him a little look.
I need to understand more about the aliens before I can make this bed and its instrumentation function.
Hey man, Spock with the Vulcan neck pinch, he is like always my hero. Okay. So what if I use medical tricorder?
Nothing to report, Captain.
Sorry, that's not the medical tricorder. It's this one here.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
I think he's kind of dead a little bit actually. Let me see here. Walk southwest, west of the room. Okay. What do I gotta do here? Nothing's ever quite obvious. Okay, so I gotta use Spocky here. What do you think, Spock? Use your big brain.
This is clearly the control center for the ship, Captain. I cannot deduce much information, but I do observe two things.
Really?
Go on, Mr. Spock.
Yeah.
This station definitely is configured differently from the one beside me.
Well, thanks for that.
This shouldn't be surprising. After all, there are two stations.
Thanks, McCoy. State
That
the
may
obvious.
be, Doctor. But if you'll recall, all the Enterprise's different stations link into the same computer network bank. And
What else can you determine at this stage, Mr. Spock?
these people have a fixation for the number 6, and even divisors and multiplicans thereof. 3s and 12s in particular. I believe this may be the necessary first clue to understanding the aliens.
Okay. What about, let's see, let's try this again. Is it Spock?
It appears to be a view screen.
Okay, what about tricorder Spock?
Nothing to report, Captain.
Okay.
Nothing to
Walk southwest. Okay. Anything over here? No, looks like it's all messed up actually. Is there anything else here? View screen. Maybe I can get Spock here. Oh, these games weren't exactly solved in
This station definitely is configured
hours
differently
or
from
days.
the one beside me.
It'd be like done in weeks basically. And I'm even kind of half cheating with the walkthrough. Like, I think this game when I first played it took me about 4 weeks to figure out. Okay. Where Spock is that? Be in the middle of the room. Well, actually, look at that. The big yellow spear. This is the big yellow spear, right? That's a view screen. If I go Spock.
It appears to be a view screen, much like the one on board the Enterprise.
There's nothing there requiring...
Okay, let's go back and mess around with the chemicals, because that's always good. Okay, so go back here. Then I'll get, let me see here. If I can use the medical tricorder?
There's nothing there...
I think he's kind of not well.
There's
Bones.
nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. There's nothing there...
Okay, let's try Bones again here directly.
I certainly see nothing there.
You gotta...
I need to understand more about the aliens before I can make this bed and its instrumentation function.
Okay, so, leave him alone. Walk to the bridge, it says. Okay. Yeah, without a walkthrough, it would take me days, not hours to finish this. Walk to the southwest. Never eat shredded wheat. Okay. Order Spock to work on the big spear again, unless I'm going something wrong. You know what? Yeah. There's a whole other room here that I didn't know was here. Again, not entirely obvious this is even possible.
This seems to activate the ship's computer bank control node. Given the aliens' predilection for multiples of 3, it may be possible to use our tricorders to decipher the information carried in these data banks.
That would be quite a find, Jim. This is an alien race unknown to us, and they are certain to have knowledge new to us.
Were the universal translator available, this would be simple.
With the Enterprise out of range, that's not an option, Mr. Spock. What else can you do?
Yeah, what else can you do?
I believe if Dr. McCoy and I conjoin our 2 tricorders, we may be able to process enough sample data to get a basic understanding of the aliens' computer system. This will completely tie up both our tricorders for an extended amount of time, however.
Well, I don't think we need to worry about that for now. So if I take the medical and go boom.
There's nothing there requiring a...
So if I go, can I combine them? Okay. There we go. I'm gonna use the right
Both
tricorder.
our tricorders are now working on basic processing of the aliens' computer data system.
Okay.
The tricorders are not the equal of the universal translator, but we should be able to retrieve basic information and get an insight into their culture and life systems. I don't believe we could have gotten even this far had we not deduced their fixation on base 6 mathematics and aesthetics.
Obviously.
The tricorders are again available for general use. The alien ship's computer data is now accessible from the ship's library. I believe I have downloaded enough information to our tricorders to enable operation of most of the ship's controls, Captain.
Okay, let's cheat a little bit. It says I gotta do this too as well. This actually is like a data
You
stuff.
download major portions of the alien library onto the yellow spheroid.
Okay. Then I gotta use Spocky.
Not all topics will necessarily be available, Captain. Nor do I believe we can get full details on all data. The
course not.
tricorders could only do so much processing. It would be worth our effort to locate the central databanks for delivery to the Korniforos Life Sciences University, I believe.
To say nothing of fulfilling our mandate to seek out new life and new civilizations.
I'm receiving data
Okay,
now, Captain.
fair enough.
Most internal and external functions are controlled from the bridge. These include engineering, navigation, communications, and sensors. Weapons functions are controlled from the weapons room. I have found an entry on an experimental long-range weapon booster recently installed, named the Huayos weapon. It does not alter the power of the primary weapon systems, but it does increase the range at which those weapons are effective. I believe I can produce a picture of a member of their race, Captain.
By all means, Spock.
This is whoa. 6
Look
eyes,
at their physiology,
6
Jim.
fingers.
I think this explains
Makes
the
sense.
Lashaeans' fascination with 3s and 6s.
It should be no surprise that physiology affects mind and behavior. I would say a 6-fingered, 6-eyed people would naturally develop their sciences and arts around base 6 numerical systems, just as I observed on the bridge.
Medical knowledge is comprehensive and lifespan is extended considerably over archaic expectations with maintenance of quality of life. Interesting data here about the 6-eyed vision processing in the brain. Their eyesight must have been excellent and almost 300 degrees around.
Looks like having eyes in the back of your head, I guess. Hey, Salty, Shug, if you're still here, when are you streaming again? I'm gonna catch one of your streams, actually. Alright, here. Spock is the man. Tonight? Oh, man. I'll be watching.
This is the secondary station.
Hopefully.
With the limited understanding we now have of the library computer data, these
That's good to hear.
controls can now be activated. Available are sensors.
Okay, we'll go sensors.
The Enterprise is in combat with a number of Ilassi pirate ships half a parsec toward the neutron star sector. I read debris identifiable with the pirates, but they continue to harass the Enterprise. Sensors. Navigation.
That's gotta
The
be.
computer reports this ship is incapable of navigating anywhere at all without major repairs. We are definitely dead in space until the Enterprise returns.
I tell you, I hear that.
Sensors.
A warm bed's always better than a cold floor.
Navigation. Engineering. The engine pods are damaged, but still generating power, Captain. Sensors. Navigate. Engine. Done. Sensors.
That's it then, okay.
Done.
Alright, so the right station out of the radar view screen. Alright.
This appears to be the primary control panel. Perhaps you would be better equipped to man this station, Captain.
Okay. Fair enough.
Thanks to the library computer data, limited though it is, these primary controls give me access to
Communications. View screen.
Done.
Communicate view screen.
Oh, that's pretty.
I guess the universe looks about like it did the last time we saw it. Communications.
The Enterprise is out of range for this equipment,
Okay.
under the conditions of static created by the neutron star.
Communications. View screen.
Done.
Hey, Queen, how's it going? I am just streaming on my day off. Getting some more content for that YouTube channel. Just playing Star Trek, trying to finish the walkthrough. Talking to my good buddy Salty Shug, and we both agree without any kind of walkthrough, I don't know how you would complete this game in less than a few weeks. Because a lot of stuff, I remember playing it back in '91. It was not obvious. A lot of these, a lot of things that were you were supposed to do, basically. All right. Okay, maybe I can get this guy.
The volatile chemicals have evaporated over the time the derelict hung in space. I need to refill the capsule dispenser for the bed to activate and effect a cure on our friend Harry here.
Okay.
It would be interesting to analyze.
Do they pose any threat to us, Doctor?
None
I know,
seems
okay.
like.
Let's see here. Am I going down? Get out of the shelf.
I certainly see nothing there.
Can I grab anything from this thing? Doing pretty good, actually. Like I said, went out, did a grocery shop this morning. It was really dang cold. But got all that squared out of the way. I gotta go back to work tomorrow, which is like blah. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Got myself a nice spot for the raid train Thursday night. But having fun streaming. I'm gonna play some PlanetSide 2 later off stream, just for some mindless violence. Other than that, I can't complain. How are you doing? All right. So if I want to put it here, just start putting random green green stuff around.
The capsules slide into the machinery on the bed exactly as they're designed to. I'm telling the program, our physiology is not the same as the aliens' physiology. Don't want it to try to cure us of being human.
Good idea.
That would be too much to hope for, would it not, Doctor?
Oh, there's that banter again.
Particularly when we're talking about Harry Mudd.
Like I said, I absolutely love Harry Mudd. Go back and watch the old series. There's 2 episodes that he's in. It's an absolute hoot and a half. All right, so I can do that now, so I should be able to fix them up, right?
Okay, Harry, you should start to feel better in a few minutes. Just lie there quietly until you feel like moving.
Oh, give me something for this headache, Doc. A herd of Amari tree elephants landed behind my eyeballs and did a mating dance.
Ho, ho, ho. All right. What does it say here? So we go over back to the bridge, I think? Oh, don't worry about that. Tab them up. Nothing here. Like I said, we got that support for the raid train. We were at over 100 people this morning, actually. Numbers actually been quite good. Dad is dad. So, like I said, my dad's cancer is pretty much, I wouldn't say under control.
Why, Captain,
But it's a lot less than what we're worried about. Like stage 1.
I tried to get it up and running for the longest time.
Help yourself, Harry. Knowledge is for everyone.
Him and Mom went to the Seneca Casino last week for 3 days and just said, screw it. Even though times are crazy, they're both like, double vaxxed, feeling okay. No one lives forever, so they went down, had a great time, stayed over, and saw a lot of friends.
Get away from that
this
this instant, Harry, or I'll shoot you where you stand. Help yourself, Harry. Knowledge is for everyone. Get away from that this instant, Harry, or I'll shoot you where you stand.
It's harsh, but I'll take it.
Whatever you say, Captain.
My, Harry. Jesus.
Oops.
Mudd, did you know what you just did? That knowledge was priceless, and you've just destroyed it forever.
Stupid Harry Mudd. Yeah, I know, man. That's Harry Mudd for you, 100%. Like I said, there's so many times you want to just shoot him. Okay, so let's just tell him off, basically. But yeah, my family's all well. Dad's doing well. I'm probably going to go down probably later around end of January, February, Queen. We're back under lockdown here until at least the 15th or 17th. So I'm not too keen on going out because, well, I'm not so too keen on going out, but when I go see my dad...
Kirk, look what you made me do.
Screw off, Mudd.
You and your clumsy Starfleet.
Mudd, don't you realize what you've done? That
But my dad
knowledge
likes
is
to go to the movie
irreplaceable.
theater, so
You just burned down
I
the
wouldn't mind waiting to
galactic
open again
equivalent of the Library of Alexandria.
to do that.
Millions of lives might have been saved by the knowledge that you destroyed.
Now see here, Dr. McCoy.
You tell him, McCoy.
Don't blame me if Kirk's bellowing causes me to be a teeny bit clumsy.
Teeny bit clumsy, Mudd? You're a disgrace to the entire human race.
How dare you, Kirk?
That's pretty harsh,
I'm
actually.
to sue you for defamation of character.
Yeah, we're going back on January 5th under lockdown, Queen. We were kind of screaming at the government on the 20th of December to do something because things are rising up. And our right-wing leader of the province said, you know what? He is savage, actually. He said, we're okay. We're going to wait. And so he waited until today knowing how bad things were. So actually on the 5th of January, restaurants will be closed, takeout only, theaters closed, gyms closed, schools closed for 2 weeks, daycares are open for child care centers. Get this. Personal care services such as haircuts are open at half capacity, and malls are open at half capacity.
Captain, I think Mr. Mudd looks like he's getting out of control.
Kirk, get this muscle-bound clod away from me. I'm allergic to violence.
At ease, Lieutenant. He's not worth it.
Oh, I was going to say phaser him. Can I phaser him?
That action would be completely illogical, Captain.
Apparently not. Talk to him again.
Kirk!
Okay, same thing.
Now see here, Dr. Martini.
Captain, I think...
Kirk! Get the...
At ease.
Okay, so I'll go through this door here. That's the weapons room. Go down here. There he is again. Okay. Here.
Kirk, my friend! When have I ever given you the slightest bit of trouble?
There was the time that you tried to commandeer the Enterprise to sell wives to miners.
Also
and then there was
episode
the
1.
time you stole the Enterprise to exchange us for androids.
Also episode 2.
Perhaps there have been a few minor misunderstandings.
Don't push your luck, Harry.
And again, no one would have known this, but believe it or not, there's a room south of this place that I wouldn't have figured out. Oh. Okay. That looks kind of sketchy.
A Save Ship emergency life support generator, generally used for temporary life support during evacuation of small damaged ships.
Evidently, Mr. Mudd was unwilling to pay the price for a reliable salvage marvel.
Go figure.
A salvage lock hatch, a common type used to link a derelict to the ship doing the salvaging.
It appears that Harry Mudd managed to emplace this access hatch without significantly damaging the alien ship.
Will wonders never cease?
I was thinking the same thing.
Tall, transparent columns run through the ceiling. Energy crackles in between the dodecahedrons inside them.
Dodecahedron. Say that 10 times fast. Alright. Let's go back here. Okay, so go back here. Go back south again. Okay. Uh-oh. What's that?
Captain,
Dodecahedron.
You wouldn't have seen my multi-purpose duver anywhere. I need to fix something.
No, Harry, but I figure it's probably where you'll find your lost marbles.
Ooh.
Yes, I've got it, but you can't have it.
Ooh.
No, Harry, but I figure it's probably where you'll find it. Yes,
we'll
I've
be
got
polite.
it, but you can't have it.
You really can be a headache, Captain. Maybe I can find a spare somewhere else. Good luck. Goodbye.
Oh, that can't be good.
There seems to be something wrong with the life support generator. There seems to be something wrong.
The life support generator is malfunctioning. Repairs must be made soon, or the atmosphere.
Now, this is why Harry Mudd is a dick.
To sustain us, Captain.
All right, so I think it's this.
That was a close one. Too close. If I ever get my hands on that no-good mud, I'll...
I would not suggest we take the time to seek him. This emergency could occur again. I would suggest we hasten our departure.
All right. So, oh, of course you're gonna come back. Shoot him.
Was there a problem?
Mud, I ought to...
Sorry, no time to chat. I'm a busy man, you know.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, my pups wandered into the room. Let's go see what we call the Enterprise here. And he's still there. Not too worried about that. Unless I want to shoot him, we're not allowed to shoot him. Let's see here. Spock? Let's see here. Blue. It's the way they programmed it back in the day. Like before it really got open-ended, a a lot of these games really had
I believe, Captain, that this weapon must
set
be
events
hooked up through the main weapons battery. However, I've already
that had to be
examined the
played out
weapons console,
in a specific
and
way.
the main weapons battery on this ship was completely destroyed in the action, which made her a derelict. Mr. Scott would have to go over this thoroughly, but I would recommend we try to take this weapon with us to the Enterprise.
I don't think we should tinker with technology we don't understand, Spock, and I'm surprised you'd suggest such a thing. I agree that we should take it aboard the Enterprise. I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise.
Oh, better get through them. And some games were so harsh, especially like King's Quest VI. I'll never forget that. At one point, you picked up a pie playing the game, and you could eat the pie. But later on in the game, you needed the pie to get past the snow beast. If you didn't have the pie, you could not get past the snow beast. Your game was over. You had to literally restart the game from scratch to get the pie again, unless you saved it. Spock again here. So, like I said,
a most interesting technology, Captain.
If the Alassie gets
the
hold
joke
of this,
was
they'll make
save
Mud seem
often
like a perfect
and save
caretaker
frequently
by comparison.
Okay, so let's go here. But yeah, the interaction, like you got to go through it in a certain order for a peer, and it was kind of frustrating because you could spend probably an hour on a room or on an event trying to do something, and then what happened? And then you go out of the room and come back in, and then and then it would the guy would have finally appear, or whatever. Do this here. This is comms, I think.
Thanks to the library computer data, limited though it is, these primary controls give me access to
communications. Scotty, report.
The Alassie pirates have been driven off, Captain. We have damage and injuries among the crew. We just arrived back here a few minutes ago, and we've been trying to raise you on the communicators.
The local star seems to be acting up. Will there be a problem with the transporter? I want you to beam up the landing party, and I also want you to lock onto and beam aboard an alien mechanism we came across.
Take everything.
We can do it, Captain, no problem. At least right now, but the situation is only going to get worse. Are you ready to beam over now?
No, we want to look around some more. We'll call you on this channel when we're ready. Yes, bring us home, Mr. Scott.
You bet, Salty. All the way, man. And what's kind of funny is I think part of trivia about the old series
We have read your report
is
on the problems
he never
at
said
and evaluate
beat me
your
up, Scotty,
performance
in
at
any of the
100%.
episodes.
You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
Shoot to kill.
I've wired in that alien contraption to the torpedo system. It should boost the ship's firepower, Captain.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. I only wish you could wire Harry Mudd to a photon torpedo.
While you were away, Captain, I made some travel arrangements that I thought you would approve of.
Travel arrangements?
I think you'll be happy to know that I've arranged for Stella Mudd to meet her long-lost husband on Starbase 7, sir.
Approved, Lieutenant. Take us out of here, Mr. Sulu.
Success! Well, like I said, beam me up, Scott. There's no intelligent life down here. It was on bumper stickers and everything. Okay, I better save.
Captain's log, stardate 5097.3. Starfleet reports major military activity in the Klingon sector near Krakoor, a planet on the edge of Klingon space. Intelligence indicates that the Klingons are mobilizing a large fleet to search for a renegade who was responsible for a disruption of unknown nature on that planet. Federation sensors have found a faint energy trail leading to the planet Zam-4 in the Digifal system. We've been ordered by Starfleet to track down the source of the energy and discovered what happened on Krakoor before the Klingon fleet enters Federation space. If we are not successful, the Federation and the Klingon Empire may find themselves at war once again.
So, as always, save. Save, save, save.
Captain's log.
Oh man, I love my sound alerts.
We're not in orbit, Captain.
Shoot. Save.
Save new game.
Mission 5. And speaking about games that were difficult, there was a game series for the Atari 2600 called Sword Quest. It was broken into 4 cartridges. Earth World, Fire World, Air World, Water World, and Air World. And this game was nothing more than a guy or a man or an icon going through various rooms, picking up various objects. When you put various objects in a certain room, a number and 2 numbers would pop up, like 624 and all that. Now, what was really interesting for this whole thing, like first one was EarthQuest, was it was an actual contest from Atari. If you could actually find the 12 words and crack the code, you'd be entered into. You could get to come to play a kind of contest for like a big jeweled crown and stuff like that. It was really crazy. So in these cartridges came these comics. So when you saw 624, you went to that page. There are words hidden in the comic. It was kind of really crazy at the time for what they were. Yeah, like I said, this is back in 81, 82, I think. And I remember figuring out 3 or 4 of these puzzles, but it was weird because like when you got the game, you didn't really know about it. Like it was really low key. Like here's a puzzle you can solve kind of thing. But yeah, and I remember quite vividly. They released 2 games. I'm pretty sure it was Earth World and Fire World, and I think Water World was limited, and Air World, the last one, was only released to the Atari 2600 Club. You couldn't get it, and they're collector items today. All right, so I got to go to Harura Core, which is number 9. Let me see here. Hop over here.
We're off course, Captain.
Instruments indicate that we have crossed the Klingon neutral zone.
Oh, okay, so
Klingon ship is arming its weapons systems.
Okay.
Damage control standing by.
Message from
On screen, Lieutenant.
Enterprise.
Yeah. So I hit the wrong hit the wrong thing. So where have I got to go here? Okay, Digiful. I screwed that up. Which would be 7 here. Hit the old map key, navigation key. Go to 7. Where we go? Oh.
Captain, a Klingon battle cruiser has entered the system.
Open hailing frequencies. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Klingon battlecruiser, you are in Federation space. You must leave immediately.
I am Commander Taras of the Nizra. We are in pursuit of a genocidal criminal. We are performing an act of mercy in removing him from your space. Naturally, you will remove your vessel from this system. For your own safety, of course.
I think we can take care of ourselves, Taraz, which is more than I can say for you, if the Nizra does not leave Federation space at once. You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty, mister. If you have a problem, have your fleet commander take it up with them. If a Federation criminal were to pass into Klingon space, you'd be saying the same thing to me. Who do you think you're trying to fool, Taraz? Get your ship out of here now. I think we can.
Yeah,
you are
I'll
in
go with
direct
this
violation of the Organian.
If we are not allowed to capture this criminal, Captain, you may do this for us. We insist that we remain here to monitor the situation, but we will take no action.
Fair enough.
Provided that you can bring him to us in 12 hours.
Agreed.
Okay, so now I gotta go into orbit.
Entering standard orbit.
Okay. So we're looking for King of Prince to beam down.
Assemble a landing party. Unless we find this so-called criminal, we're going to war.
That's me. That's when I play Apex, man. I just start blasting. The blam, 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 blam. A guy in a white suit. Looks like Elvis or Liberace. Oh, anybody knows who Liberace is.
Greetings, my children. I can barely imagine that you have come so far.
I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Did you know the Klingons are looking for you? I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. What did you do to get the Klingons so upset? We're not your children, and we don't appreciate this wild goose chase you forced us into. I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
My children?
Did you know the Klingons are looking for you?
You know what? Screw that.
I'm Captain. We're not your children.
We're not your children.
And we don't appreciate this wild goose chase.
Who are you? I know
We're
you
not your
come from
children.
Terrasol, but you are not of my people. What goes on here?
Your people? We
Quetzalcoatl,
represent
okay.
all of the Earth's people, and we certainly do not recognize you.
Possibility.
Listen, the Klingons are ripping colonies apart to find you, so stop this nonsense. This is serious. Your people, we represent all of the Earth's people, and we certainly do not recognize you.
Yeah, get bent.
I am Quetzalcoatl. I elevated a civilization on your world from barbarism to sentience. You are a perversion of that process.
I guess he didn't like that.
Gone.
Ooh. Hey, little one, how's it going?
We are not the
Wow.
inheritors
Okay,
of
didn't
the
expect that.
noble Aztec world. What you have said has greatly disturbed me. You should not lie so. You shall remain here
Oh, I was gonna throw in
until
a
you
bit.
have learned the error of angering Quetzalcoatl.
Okay, I didn't expect that. Might as well pause for some station identification. I know Salty loves that. The Shug. It's your old pal Gutshot Clown. I'm playing 25th anniversary Star Trek 1991 Interplay. It's a click and point adventure. The original cast has its own voice reading the lines and all that. And I'm currently on mission 5, and we just encountered the Aztec deity Quetzalcoatl. I took them off, and now I'm actually stuck in a hole. So let me see here. When in doubt, start grabbing stuff.
You pick up some rocks from the pile.
Oh. I can't grab the snake. Oh, man. So I guess I should have put a rock in the hole. Oh, he's back, right? Okay, so. So, you know, when I'm on an alien planet, what I like to do, I like to actually just pick up random wildlife. I put the snake in my pocket. Let me see here. Nope. Oh, I can't talk to him. I'm trying to look for the light.
There is a light suspended from above by a chain.
Okay.
There is a vine hanging down into the pit. There is a vine hanging down into the pit.
So I should go and grab the vine, right? I know, and you put it in your pocket.
The vine is attached to a tree above you.
Well, I know. Let me just.
The vine will not support you.
Alright, well, if that's the case, when in doubt, throw rocks at crap.
Fascinating. It did appear to knock the vine down near to the point where one of us can reach it.
Didn't they have baseball on Vulcan? Show us your fastball, Jim.
Baseball? No one plays that anymore. Good try, though, sir.
Sure. Can I knock down some more?
The probability of getting the vine on the second try was only 36.53%. Well done, Captain.
Well done!
Probability? That was a perfect pitch if I ever saw one.
All right. We're on our way.
So, I'm trapped in a hole on an alien planet, zapped by an Aztec deity, with friggin' Laurel and Hardy doing commentary, and a gung-ho red shirt. If this is a Star Trek, I don't know what is, basically. Okay, so I should be able to climb it now, I think. Get up there, Kirk. Pretend it's one of those alien ladies you like so much. I don't know who climbs the vine left or right like that. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, I'm at the top now. Let's go this way. No? Okay.
There's nothing at the moment for me to...
Well, I'm up here now. What do I want to do? Oh, crepes. I gotta click out of the thing there. Okay. Nice forest. More vines. Well, let's keep going west. Lead the way, friend Kirk. Holy, jumped up, man.
I am Tolokzak, priest of Quetzalcoatl. Only one who knows his ways may approach his holy ground.
Okay, so what do we do here? Talk to him?
I will not listen to your deceitful ways.
Let's try the snake.
Indeed, you know the ways of Quetzalcoatl, but only a man of courage, one who will shed blood, will pass. Self-sacrifice is the noblest quality of humanity. You may go. Beware the monster in the water. You may have my knife to defend yourself.
What? So I showed this little snake, and that was enough. I couldn't even throw the snake. And now I have a knife. Oh, I better pick it up. And there's something I gotta actually defeat. Alright.
You pick up the beautifully crafted knife.
I keep going now? Keep chugging along here. What the bloody hell is that? Yeah, I show him the snake and he goes, "Pass, friend." Yeah, I should have. Alright.
Nothing happens.
I recommend caution here, Captain.
Not a bad idea.
Still inoperative, Captain.
Well, that defied that.
The plant is tough. You will need something sharp to cut it.
Okay. Throw plant.
It would appear that the plant secretes a chemical that is a natural repellent to the creature. It has retreated far downstream, Captain.
I would have much preferred to just throw like a rock at it, but apparently not. All right. Can I cross? Like I said, I think I remember the last time I went through, I sent the Richard across first and he died. And then we could go across after that. Oh. Alright, that looks interesting.
It is a large cluster of crystals. It is a large cluster. You will need something to...
Oh. Let's pry it loose.
You have one dilithium crystal in raw form.
Alright. Seems pretty safe. It's pretty rare that you can actually get an item that actually works twice, basically.
You are a valiant, intelligent species.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Sit down. We have much to discuss.
Don't mind if I do.
I've had it up to here with so-called superior beings terrorizing my crew because we're so primitive. Maybe you should see how primitive you are before you go around testing others. One thing first, if you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive? Yes, I guess we do. Go on. I've had it up. Yes, I guess we do. Go on.
I'm not in the mood to antagonize beings of supreme power, so...
First, I have one question.
I'll give him a nice one.
You are clearly not the liars I thought you to be. Were you telling me the truth about my disciples? That they became ruthless savages?
The Federation is not in the business of lying, mister.
Okay.
Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed. Such is the way of our race, I'm afraid. You messed up in a big way. Perhaps you should try following the Prime Directive. It changed our lives. The Federation is not in the business of lying, mister. Absolutely.
I'll go with the candy-coated version.
Your best intentions were changed.
I sense truth in this. Perhaps this is what happened to my children on the Klingon world of Rakur, which would explain why they are searching for me. I have clearly abused the power that was given me long ago.
You show great wisdom, sir, but your statement implies that you wish to change your condition.
Indeed. If my mission of peace was overthrown, then I am no longer worthy of my power.
Okay.
Tell me, has your species made progress in the medical arts?
We're a technologically advanced starfaring race. What do you think? That we wouldn't have made progress in medicine?
What did you say, like, hey, what do you think, dude?
With Dr. McCoy, I sometimes wonder, but yes, I would say we have made considerable advances.
So I can select Dr. McCoy as well.
Yes, why do you ask?
Sometimes less is more.
At the top of my spine is a gland not found in your species.
Oh.
This is the seat of my power. I wish you to remove it, thereby making me immortal.
Jim, I'll try, but the physiology is completely alien.
You've got to do it, Bones. If the Klingons realize he's no longer a threat to them, perhaps we can avoid a war.
All right. Sounds fair
Scotty,
enough.
5 to beam up.
Oh, look at that. That wasn't too hard, right? Just gotta bring him up. We leave orbit and pat the back, right?
Captain, 3 Klingon heavy battle cruisers have just entered the system. Admiral Kenka is hailing us, sir.
Federation starship, this is Admiral Blick Kinka of the Clearter. You harbor a criminal who has caused the destruction of the entire population of Rakkor. We are not prepared to negotiate. You will proceed to Rakkor, where a court of Klingon justice will be convened. If you refuse, we shall destroy you.
Admiral Vlick, the criminal of whom you speak, is in the middle of a very delicate medical procedure. He cannot be handed over to anyone at this time.
Possibility.
I cannot believe Quetzalcoatl's mission to Rakkor would cause the deaths of the entire planet. Since when do Klingons give orders to Federation officers, Admiral? I realize it's difficult for a Klingon, but don't be a fool.
Don't want to go through.
Admiral Vlick.
It's just
his attempt to corrupt the Empire with his philosophy led to the destruction of all life on Rakkor.
How could a philosophy of peace and non-violence cause the destruction of all life on Rakkor?
Rakkor has been governed by my family for generations, but even they were corrupted by him. It was a matter of honor that his lies had to be silenced, no matter what the cost.
My God, you killed your own people just because they acquired a philosophy that you disagreed with?
Whoa.
So you killed them, your own family. You were responsible for their deaths, not Quetzalcoatl. You murdered them. You're insane. Tell me, how much do your commanders know about what you did? Or do you need to kill Quetzalcoatl to hide your own deeds? My God, you killed your own people just because they...
It was that creature's fault. Had he not interfered in our affairs, the people of Rakkor
that's
would be
actually
alive.
pretty dark.
Clearly, he is responsible.
Message from Starfleet Command.
I'll argue this with you later, Blake.
Contact your superiors, Kirk. You may be surprised.
I have bad news, Captain. The Organians have ruled that Quetzalcoatl's interference in Klingon affairs renders him subject to Klingon law.
That did escalate pretty quickly.
Prisoner over to them at Rakkor. Klingon law will permit you to observe or aid in his defense.
Holy
cow. Be very careful, Jim. Starfleet out.
Captain, you cannot turn him over to those butchers.
I remember being that violent in the old show.
We have no choice, Scotty. I'm afraid Quetzalcoatl has a date with Klingon justice. Set course for Rakkor, Mr. Chekhov.
Oh, so we're going to warp there anyways.
Captain Slaw, we have come to the ruined Klingon planet of Rakkor.
Wow.
To deliver our guest, the mythical entity Quetzalcoatl, to a Klingon court. Dr. McCoy, Mr. Spock, and Ensign Benny and I have been granted permission by the Organians to witness this trial, which I expect to be a travesty of any meaningful definition of justice. Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Oh, I don't get a chance even to save it. I've actually just got to beam down. All right.
The prisoner and his witnesses will stand forth, so the trial may begin.
Okay. I don't remember the old school Klingons being this violent, but
finally meet.
Yes, so.
I had thought it would be in battle, but the universe holds many surprises.
There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial underway. Stick around, Vlicht. There are more surprises awaiting you. Why does every Klingon tell me they expected to meet me in battle? You really have a one-track mind. There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial.
So be it! This begins the trial of the entity Quetzalcoatl, who is charged with impersonating a Klingon, stirring dissent, encouraging cowardice, and treason in the highest degree.
Those are serious charges, Vlicht. Should he not be tried by a Klingon High Court?
He has not demonstrated honor, Kirk. Only a proven warrior may be tried in High Court. Principles of honor are not applicable to his defense.
I'm a warrior, Vlicht. I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial.
Hey, Captain Kirk, shoot to kill.
A Federation officer claiming the rights of a Klingon warrior. How dare you insult me, Kirk?
I've faced Klingons both in personal and ship-to-ship combat.
You ain't wrong.
Your own records will confirm this. If I'm not worthy of their honors, why didn't they kill me?
That oversight, Kirk, is easily rectified. You and your 3 companions may face the test that we set for the Defender. Then we shall see if you are as worthy as a Klingon.
I want your word of honor, Vlicht, that Quetzalcoatl will not be harmed while we take these tests.
Very well. You have my word. Captain Calarax, transport them to the test of life.
What is this place?
Not much is known about Rakur, Ensign. This would appear to be some sort of a mining installation. That creature might be a native life form.
A test of courage? That is the Klingon way.
I somehow
This
doubt
is good.
that
I actually
Vlicht
remember this
intends
one.
for us
So I
to
gotta actually
survive
beat
this,
this one.
whatever the outcome. We're the only thing that stands between him and the killing of Quetzalcoatl that he can justify.
Why should he worry about justification, Captain? He's a Klingon. Murder is as natural to them as breathing.
That's not true, Ensign. However, I suspect that Blitz's
There's
attack
a
on
sequel
Rakur
called Judgment Rights,
exceeded his orders.
and it's basically
He
just the
needs
same,
Quetzalcoatl as a scapegoat, and he needs a fair trial
format,
to avoid an
and the
inquiry
writing
of
is
his own
just as
actions.
good as
And our
in this
deaths
one.
will be the only
So,
way he can get it.
like I said, it's very
Right.
satisfying to play. And I remember how to beat this, actually.
The floor is incomplete, made of unrefined natural rock. These wooden rods are support beams that were not placed. You look but see nothing.
This creature is composed of electrical fields. I would not recommend approaching it. A metal projectile might disrupt its fields and render it harmless.
Metal, you say? Okay. I have an idea. We're in a mine, after all. Actually, I remember this
You
one
melt
well.
some of the rock.
Surprised I do.
You fail to obtain anything.
The old sticky.
You coat the rod with molten iron. It hardens quickly.
Metal electricity? What happens?
Nothing happens.
Kind of hard as moving back and forth.
As I suspected, Captain, the creature is in stasis. It should awaken in 3.48 days.
I bet it'll be mad.
Okay. Okay.
You fail to obtain a slightly antiquated.
Move. Okay. Can I go through the door? Okay, that's use.
There is nothing at the moment. There is nothing at the moment for me to do.
Oh, that's right, too. I forgot. What do you say, Spock?
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism.
Okay, well.
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism.
Oh, where's the mechanism?
Nothing to report, Captain. An entry coder for the door. Nothing to report, Captain.
Oh, man. Okay. On the lock. Well, that's the lock there. All right. Try use Spock on the lock.
We do not know the code, Captain. We do not know the code. I fail to see the lot.
Captain, there is a force field between us and the planet.
Okay.
We have your position at approximately 30 meters beneath the surface of Rakor, and what appears
Oh,
to be the
it's good that
ruins of
Uhura
an
got some lines here, I guess.
dig. Keep us informed. We'll help you all we can. We can analyze any data you gather through the main computer.
Uhura, prepare to receive a tricorder message. There is a door
Again,
with an entry coder
Chug.
here. Try to
You
analyze
had to
the
actually
circuits and let the
do
main
the
computer
scan,
crack the code.
call the ship,
Scan
and then do the scan
complete.
again.
Main computer has
See?
the code. We also read an anomaly. Something else has tapped into the key code.
tell
Shall
ya.
I analyze?
I want that door open. Affirmative, Uhura.
Sir, we have a secondary code that is nested in the Klingon program. Computer is unable to analyze its function. Shall we broadcast it to you when you activate the keypad?
Certainly.
Affirmative.
Good luck, Captain.
I fail to see the lot.
Give her Spock. It's always Spock.
What is this place?
This is not Klingon technology, Captain.
Even I can see that, you pointy-eared freak.
Gentlemen, I suggest we start trying to find out what this is. I have a feeling we've come someplace Flick wasn't expecting us to go.
You look but see nothing. This large gem appears to be an emerald. You look but see nothing. Openings on the platform.
Okay, let's try some tricorder stuff.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Let's go green. I like green. Actually, I remember this one now, this puzzle. I don't know how I figured it out. I think it took me like almost half a day to realize it was all green was the answer. Wrong hole! Let's go! You could just grab all three at once, I suppose. Yeah, I remember this now. I had to do a bunch of trial and error of the crystals before I finally figured out what actually happened.
This is Bialbi, High Mentalic of Rakor. For defense, use the light of war. For information, use my light. For transportation, use the light of travel. Sequences are keyed by combinations of crystals.
Okay.
Integrator now active.
A strange yellow light.
I can just go through it now. I think.
This is Bialbi, the most advanced life form on this world. Thank you for informing us of the situation.
So we went from
it shall be resolved.
alien ultrapolar life form.
This is the defensive
Klingon
system of Rakor.
planet down
you have engaged in genocidal activities on this world. Have you anything to say before your sentence is passed?
Kirk! This is your
to
doing!
alien
No,
supreme
Admiral,
power.
it is not.
That was
But
going to
that will
actually
suffice as a final public statement.
punish the Klingons.
The sentence is banishment to you and all members of your crew who were involved in this action.
You have no right to try me!
I have as much right as you to conduct trials on this planet. You showed no justice to your victim. The penalty for injustice is death.
Oh. That's actually really
Hoist
harsh.
on your own petard, Evlicht. Do you want me to help you? You tried to send me to my death. Now you can rot as you get what you deserve. If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to intervene to save you. Hoist on your own petard, Evlicht. Do you want me?
You want me to beg like a weakling child, cowering before his betters?
He really doesn't have a likable personality, does he?
You tried to eliminate me. Now you can rot as you get what you deserve. If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing.
Agreed.
A life for a life is a just bargain.
We gotta think new Federation, not old
I do
Federation.
not see what can be served by more killing.
Idealism.
Kirk would have
an
blasted him in
advanced
3
concept.
seconds. We all knew that.
Naive, perhaps, but charming in its
McCoy
simplicity.
is cringe.
Admiral Vlicht, the entity Quetzalcoatl shall be set free. If you ever return to this sector, the sentence shall be carried out.
There we go.
No Klingon vessel may ever return to this world.
Harsh, but fair.
Very well. I agree to your terms.
As for you, Captain, you may return. I find your social development most pleasing.
I fear that politics will make it impossible. Your planet is in Klingon space, but I don't understand why the Klingons never detected you.
Their archaeological
So smart,
digs did come close, Captain, but I am very elusive. I waited and monitored the situation and chose to reveal myself to you.
Of course.
Now you may go. Heed my warning, Vlicht. I shall not be merciful a second time.
Did not see that mission turning out that way. That was nice.
Klingon ship leaving the area.
Always good.
We will be setting course for Digifowl. It's the closest thing to a home that Quetzalcoatl has.
It would appear everything worked out for the best.
Except for the people of Rakkur, Mr. Spock. Except for the dead.
Well, talk about being a Debbie Downer.
We have read your report on the problems at Rakkur and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
Oh, look at that.
That old devil moon.
Message from Starfleet, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
The Enterprise will proceed to the Alpha Proxima system. While the indigenous race on Proxima 3 has not reached a technological level commensurate with entering the Federation, and therefore under the protection of the Prime Directive of non-interference, we do maintain a discrete monitoring satellite. It has picked up activity from an asteroid in an elliptical orbit. You are to investigate without interfering with life on the planet.
According to the library computer, the
Yeah,
Alpha
me too,
Proxima
Salty. I'm
system
gonna
has 5
save us when we get a
planets
chance.
and an asteroid belt. A large
So,
asteroid is
maybe we'll
heading
see you
towards
tonight.
the inner planets and should pass close by Proxima
Thanks for
3.
stopping by. Much appreciate it.
It passes through the interior of the system once every 200 years. The people of Proxima 3 call it Scythe, the same name as their god of war.
God of War, Mr. Spock? Isn't that a bit surprising from a people whose technology matches 20th century Earth?
Considering the level of warfare during
Problem is
that
I can't
century,
save during these
I'm
speeches. I gotta wait to the
surprised
end.
that it is Earth
I can
that
save it,
did
I can
not
quit.
have a god of war. In any case, about a millennium ago, Proxima 3 suffered a globally devastating
Yeah, take it
war.
easy.
Blew themselves back to the
Like I
Stone
said,
Age, Mr. Spock.
getting over
Late
COVID,
Bronze Age, Ensign.
like I said, it's
They
not something that
rebuilt
you
their
turn on a
world
dime,
in
and
half the
hopefully you
time
won't have any
it
lingering
taken to get
effects.
there originally. But the Armageddon was mythologized as a
Like I said, as soon as I can save, I'm gonna shut down this stream anyways. Anyways, we'll see you night, Shug. We feel bad, good enough to be on.
He had rained fury down upon the world, then went off on a long dance of victory. His return is a time for worldwide soul-searching and atonement.
And Scythe returns and our monitoring station picks up activity.
It would seem that we should proceed to Alpha Proxima and scan Scythe.
Alright, now I can save.
Save new game.
Alright. Okay.
Yes, quit the game.
Alright, and that's another round of playing Star Trek 20th Anniversary Edition. Just finished mission 5, going to mission 6. I think there's 2 more missions after this. So one more stream should finish it off. Thanks for stop by. Really appreciate it. Like I said, I just like putting out old retro content, sharing some memories. Mr. Shug, get better from COVID. Like I said, I know you're over the worst of it, but you've got a long haul there. Take it easy. I started a YouTube channel where I've been archiving all my old streams. So if you want to go check it out, the link's on my Twitch page. Check it out. We're making some more subscriptions to get that number up, so I get kind of like a Vandy URL. But I'm meeting a lot of great people through there with retro arcade stuff, which I'm very, very happy with. I've got a TikTok too where I post some stupid stuff on there. Like I said, just trying to put out some stuff. But like I said, big thanks to Tilty Shug for stopping by. Big thanks to Revenge Queen for stopping by. Get better, get well. And of course, as Gutshot Clown always has to say, we live in strange times. With COVID and everything going on in the world, you may not feel at your best, mentally or physically. Don't suffer in silence. Speak out, get help. And like I said, take care of yourselves. And for those of my fellow streamers out there that are watching, may the views be ever in your favor. Bye. See you next time. Thanks.